Hey everybody, it's Dave coming to you from the Game Cave, and we're continuing our campaign with Phantom Leader, the Vietnam Air War Deluxe Edition from Dan Verson Games, and we're on day 6. So we're here on day 6 of a 9-day campaign. A couple things that happened at the end of the last. Whiplash managed to get promoted, so he's now an average pilot. The only things that changed, he gained his cool, went from 0 to 1, his stress went up from 4 to 5, and his air to air went from -1 to 0. So nothing changed on the air to ground, which really would have helped what we're doing here. And then over here we have our recon is still with 3, being able to select from 3. Our intel is now indicating that we can remove 1 center sight from the targets, and our politics drop back down to 2, so that gives us a bigger range of targets now to be able to choose from. So let's go ahead and jump right in here with day 6. We're going to pick from 3 targets. So the first target is airborne support, and this is a politics of 1. It's a soft target, friendly fire, inflict 1 stress on the attacking pilot for each of his air-to-ground attack suppressions that inflict 0 hits or fail. So there's a little bit of risk here that you're going to gain stress. The next target is a landing zone support. This is a secondary, so I can actually fly it as a secondary target if I want to. It has victory points of 2, as did the airborne support. And then our third target option, scramble. Okay, there we go. We got a scramble. We're going to convoy. Okay, takes care of that. Don't have to worry about deciding. I could have run the secondary mission, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go ahead and do the scramble. Okay, on this scramble there will be sights, 1 on each approach, and 2 on the center. So we select our target, we move our politics counter, it's a 1, so we move it 1 to the right. We have that done. Now we determine and place the sights. Okay, so we're going to have 1 for each approach area. So the first is the dreaded M1939, and our second is Hazoo 23. The third is a heavy machine gun. The fourth is an S60. Man, getting killed here with some of this stuff. And we need 2 for the center. The first one is another M1939. And oh my goodness, another M1939. I drew 3 of them things this time. Man, what rotten luck that was. Okay, we got assigned pilots. It says 4, so we're only allowed to take 3. So because of these M1939s, I need some guys that can hit targets on the ground, and the only guy that won't be going anywhere is Steam, because he still has 3 on his stress level. So Stargazer's not bad, Bat Dog's not bad. They're both +2s. That's what I'm looking for. Preacher's a +2, Backfire's a +2. Preacher's fast, and I think with these targets I need that. So I think we'll take, he's an A4. I'll bring Bat Dog, he's an F4. Stargazer, it's been a while. And Backfire. So let's bring Backfire up and see what we get here. Okay, Preacher right here, and he has +1 cool, which we've already been able to take. We have Bat Dog. Here he is, and he is relief which means if he knocks out 3 targets, then he will be able to relieve a stress from everybody. And we have backfire, and backfire is right here, and backfire is I'm here. And with I'm here, that means if another pilot attacks a site or the target, add 2 to your rolls against that same site, bandit, or target. So this works really well for us for scoring those hits. So that's going to help us a lot. Let's see, with these targets, I need to draw what their facing is. We'll start with this M1939, and he is, he doesn't hit the center sight, that's good. And his S60, he doesn't either. Okay, so I can dodge one of these guys for sure. Now the question is which one. Okay, and I need to arm my aircraft. So as always, we're going to take some rockets. 1 rocket, I think 2 rockets for Bat Dog, and 1 rocket over here for Preacher. Okay, we may need those to knock these out. This convoy, it's not a soft target, so I just need lots of hits here. I believe our Mark 83s may be the best thing for us. Nope, sorry, banging into the camera. Okay, let's see, I can have 5 here, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing for Preacher, give him the same load. 2, 3, 4, 5, and I can carry 2 more of them here with the 2 rockets on Bat Dog. He's an F4, so he gets 6. Okay. All right, so we're loaded up. Got everybody loaded, and now we draw target bound event card. Jungle Warfare, by the numbers, no adjustment. So nothing happened. Okay. Place aircraft in flight paths. So here we go. So I really want to avoid that 1939 up there. He's already bad enough news. So I don't want to have to tangle with him. I'm going to have an S60 over here that at some point I'm going to have to get around. Or deal with for 2 turns. He has a range of 1. But coming out of there, I won't have to mess around with the other one. So this 1939 covers here, 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 and here. I can come in here, I got to deal with him, then I got another one I got to deal with, which means he's a low, so I can get past him before he shoots at me, but at some point I'm going to have to dive down on him, or I come in from this side and see if I can get up out of there out of his range, and I think that's the way to go right there. Helps me to talk through these things sometimes, just to make sure that I'm thinking correctly. So backfire's coming in high, Bat Dog's high, Preacher, he's high. Okay. Right. Determine and place bandits. There aren't any. Intel air defense destruction. So I'm getting rid of 1939. So now I only have 1 in the center that I gotta deal with. These guys are bad because they start causing stress with a die roll of 2. So you really want to take him out. But I got to get past that Zu-23 so he's not shooting at me. So I'm going to have to dodge this 1939 for at least 1 turn, it looks like. Okay. Draw the over target event card. This is the last event card for this deck. Bad intel. Destroy 2 random sites. Add 1 site to the center area. All right. 2 random sites get destroyed, and then I have to add 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. A 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The heavy machine gun's gone, but I have to draw another random site to put in the center area. One that I wasn't planning on. And it is another S60. Man. Man, oh man. Now I see that would have changed my approach and everything. I could have come in low from a different spot, but hell, here we go. It is what it is. So bad intel got us. We'll go ahead and shuffle the event deck because we're going to need it at the end of this mission. So we'll give it a quick shuffle here. Have it ready to go. Okay, deck's all shuffled. Got our event decks ready, and here we go. Okay, place the turn counter in turn number 1. We're not going to jettison fast pilots. We're at high altitude, so I can't attack. These guys can't attack me yet, so nobody's attacking, so we're going to move. We're staying high to avoid that Zu-23 right there. And we advance the turn counter to turn number 2. All right. Not going to jettison. My fast pilots still cannot attack. Sights and bandits attack, so 1 pilot may suppress. Pilot, we can't because we're at high altitude. So the M60 can't shoot at me yet. He's low altitude. And the M1939 can attack, and he is attacking. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to see which one he's attacking. And I rolled a 1, so he's going after backfire. Backfire will evade. So he takes 2 stress already. And here we go. Low die is his number. Whew. It's a 2 and a 9. Sorry, should have showed you. But there's the 2, and the 2's the 1, so he gets 1 stress. Bring this down where we can see the cards. He goes from 2 stress to 3 stress. All right, so we dodged kind of a bullet, a little bit, so to speak. So, okay, slow pilots are not attacking. Bandits, okay, so we move. So here we come. We're low, 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 adjust the turn counter. All right. Okay, here we go. Nothing to jettison. My fast pilot is dropping his bombs. Get them bad boys out right now before anything bad happens, anything wrong happens to me. Okay, so Mark 83s. I need a 5 to at least score a hit. I'm trying to get 5 hits on this target. I'm a +2 on my die roll. Okay. +2. Here we go. A 6 and an 8 gives me a 10 and an 8. Well, with these bombs, that's a 10 is 3 hits, and the 8 is 2 hits. That's 5 hits. Bam! He nailed it. Right out of the gate, he nailed it. I knocked the whole convoy out. That's what I'm talking about. And I took them off the wrong guy. It was Preacher. Wasn't Bat Dog. Preacher's the fast guy. It's the same result. He had a +2, so my mistake, but I take his 2 Mark 83s off. Okay, Preacher knocked out the target. That's my fast attack. Now we come in the sights. The bandits, the sights are attacking. So the M1939, he's going to fire at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's firing at Bat Dog. Preacher is going to try to suppress. So we're going to suppress. We're +3 and a +2. That's +5. I need a 7 or higher to suppress the M1939. 5 plus 5 is 10. We suppressed it. And that's it. Preacher's used up his weapons. Okay. Now the M60's firing. The M60's picking his target. It is a 2, which is backfire. Bat Dog is going to fire a set of his rockets. He's a +2 and a +3. That's +5 to suppress. And we need a 7. We rolled a 10. So we suppressed the M60. Okay. Or the S60, I'm sorry. All right, so we've suppressed them. I've already got the 5. There's no overkill, so there's nothing left to do there. We are going to fire these rockets at that M1939 and see if we can knock it out. So Bat Dog is firing his other set of rockets now. He needs a +2. He needs 7 to kill. He's a +2 on his die roll. And it is a 10. He knocked out the 1939. Woohoo! He killed it. Okay. And really, I could go ahead and try to knock out the S60, but it's really not going to matter now. They've already fired. We're going to move. Everybody goes high as they come out. And we're out of range from everybody. Nobody can hit us. We're going home. So that was a bam, bang, bang mission right there. Draw our homebound event card. We advance the turn counter. Homebound event, peace rallies, weapon limitations. During the next mission, you cannot select BLUs or CBUs. So we'll keep that here. That's okay because I haven't used those on this whole campaign. All right. So that was a fast mission. We're home. Everybody's in. I need to go in and record our stress. This was target number 23, which was still on the first core area. So there was no waypoint penalty, so I didn't have to use any refueling or anything for that. Okay, so I'm going to go record my stress, check for promotions, and then we'll get set up to run day 7. I'll be back in just a minute. Okay everyone, so we're back at the end of that mission. Our victory points are at 11, so we're at the top end of poor, so one more victory point will at least be an adequate campaign, so that's a little better. Backfire ended up with 4 stress, and because of his promotion that actually moves him now into shaken. Because of but his stress levels dropped down to 0 to 3, but he became a fast pilot, so he moved up from average to skilled, and his air to ground stayed the same, but his stress dropped because he became a fast pilot. And as you've seen in these other missions, fast is really helpful a lot. Bat Dog, he got advanced to skilled. And the big change on him was his stress went up 1 and his air to ground went to +3. So that's a big help there too. So really we're in good shape now. Backfire's going to have to sit out a couple days there to kind of get himself back, stress back down. Okay. And it is now day 7. All right. So for day 7, first thing we do, draw our target cards. Again, we can still draw 3. The first one is enemy troops. So politic of 1, victory points are 2. And we have a minor bridge. This is a soft target. Victory points of 2. And politics of 2, which I can do. And then we have barges. soft target victory points of 2. So all these targets are going to give us 2 victory points. I can tell you probably the one I like the best is either the barges or the enemy troops. And I think I'll go with the enemy troops. It's a pretty easy. I only need 7 hits. There's not much. There's not too much as far as enemy forces that I'm going to have to deal with here. So this should be a quick milk run for us and go in and out. We can't use any BLUs or CBUs. So that was from the last mission. Okay. So we did that. We moved our politics 1 to the right. And now we're going to determine and place sites. There's 2 in each approach and none in the center. So I like that, having none in the center. Okay, the first one, infantry. That's a good draw there. Second one is a KS-19. Oh, that's the most deadly of all. So the infantry's there with the KS-19. Then we draw an S-60 for the east approach, and with it is a M1939. Man, I'm just killing myself with these draws. Okay, then we have a Zu-23, and we have another S-60. And for the west approach, we have a Zu-23 and another 1939, M1939. Man, deadly, deadly, deadly. All right, we're gonna check and see what their coverage is. Whew. The KS-19 has only got his area and the one directly in front of him, so that's a break. I can get around him. Okay, this S-60, same type of deal. So he did not see me. So far, so good. Another one. Wow, that 1939. All right, for this S-60, he can see everything except the center and this back quadrant out here. And then finally, for this last 1930, or no, I got an S-60. Oh, same thing. He can see everything but the outside rearmost quadrant. He does not see the center. And not too bad for that 1939, but still a problem for me. Okay, so pretty wicked draw for the sites. Okay, so we need to assign pilots. Here I think I want my F4s because I need lots of rockets on this deal. I need to be able to suppress. I'm going to have to come in low probably and see if I can knock some of these guys out. So maybe even taking fast pilots will help. Fast guys, I can have 3. Be Preacher, Duke, it's an A4 and an F4. Buick is fast. Poco's fast, but he's not very good on the ground. I think for this one, I'm bringing 3 fast pilots. So this is the first time I've done this. So I've got Preacher, and I got Buick and Duke, 2 F4s and an A4. Okay, we got an arm. So we need rockets for sure. Preacher gets 1 rocket. These guys each take 2. This is because we're going to try to knock some sites out as we come in. Okay, I have Duke. First time he's been up. He has the skill of attack run. So we're going to see what that means. We have Buick. Looking for Buick. There he is. We have Buick. He's a fighter pilot. That's not going to help us any. And of course we have Preacher again. And Preacher has +1 cool, which he's already using. Okay. Alright. Alright, this is not a soft target. So again, we're going to carry Mark 83s. Oops. Preacher will carry 2. And I can give 2 and 2. And I drop 1. Okay. And 2. Okay, here we go. Sorry, should have been showing those to you. Okay, so Preacher's the A4. He's got 1 rocket, 2 Mark 83s, and then Buick and Duke both have 2 sets of rockets. And the Mark 83s, this is in target number 5, so we're still in the first core area, no waypoint penalty, and stress will only be 1 on this mission. So, okay, we draw a target bound event card. Here we go. Target AC-47 Spooky. Pre-strike, destroy any one site. Yes. This shouldn't have had that on there. That's a Zoo 23. It doesn't even get a marker. I don't know why I put that on there. That comes off. Okay. So I get to destroy any one site. So I'll tell you what. I think he's going to get a shot at me if I'm low. I don't have to go low till I get to the center. He won't see me. I'm taking this M1939 out of there, and that frees up that approach. And with that, my flight path is going to be here and out over here. So we're coming in this way, out over there. We're coming in high. So here's Preacher. Here is Buick. And here's Duke. All right. We're set there. There's no bandits. I get an air. I get to eliminate a center site. There's not any, so it doesn't do me any good. Draw my over target event card. Over target. Political considerations. Move 1 random site in an approach area to the center area. So something's moving to the center. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's what we'll do. We'll just roll. If it's 8, 9, 10, I'll re-roll. And it's a 9, so we have to re-roll. And 5. Moves to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the Zoo 23 moved into the center. And unfortunately, that's after the step where I get to eliminate a center site. So I don't get to take it out with my intel. That's too bad. Okay. All right. So here we go. Place our turn counter. Turn number 1. And we're not going to jettison. And so fast pilots are going to attack. We're not going to attack anybody. We don't have to right now. Sight bandits can't attack me. They can't see us. There's nobody that's got range on us or can see us. And so we're going to move. So we're moving in right here. We stayed high, so we avoid everybody. We go to turn 2. All right. Again, fast pilots are not going to attack because we're at high altitude. And there's no targets that can see us because we're high. He hasn't got range to us. We're above him. He's blocked by his terrain, and so is that S-60. He can't see us. Okay. So we move again. So here we drop low. Coming in low. low, and low. And now we're in the center section. This really works well because nobody can shoot at me except for that one Zu-23, and I'm going to see if I can knock him out. And we're going to use, I got to see what attack run. I have a skill for Duke, which is attack run. Attack run. Expend. After rolling for an air-to-ground attack, treat the roll as a 10. So I'm going to score. One of my hits is going to be a 10 when I do that. So that's perfect. Okay. So I could either guarantee that I knock that Zu-23 out with that attack run and then swing around and do my bombing. And you know what? I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to expend my attack run. He's going to fire this rocket and he's going to knock that Zu-23 out. And I don't have to worry about it now. It's gone. Okay, his move's done. Buick's coming in. He's dropping his bombs. He gets +0 air to ground. So he needs 5s or higher to hit. Okay, so here we go. 5s or higher. And he rolled a 5 and a 4. So he dropped all that and he scored 1 damage. Well, that wasn't so good, was it? Okay, so Buick didn't get it done for me. And now Preacher's dropping his. Mark 83s. He's got +2. He needs 5s or higher. There we go. He rolled a 6 and a 4. So +2 makes that 8 and a 6. 8 and a 6. 8 gives me 2 hits and a 6 gives me 1. That's 3. So we're up to 4 hits now. We got 4 hits on the enemy troops. So we didn't get them as fast as I hoped. We stay in this area. Nobody can shoot at us. That was turn 3. Forgot to move. So now it becomes turn 4. And we're going to attack again. This time Duke's dropping his. He's a +1 on his air to ground. He needs 5 or higher to hit. Oh lordy. He got a 6 and a 2. +1 makes that a 7 and a 3. So the 7 is 2 hits. So the 4 is now a 6. I'm 1 hit away from eliminating those enemy troops. And I don't know why I just put that, been using my stress markers on there. It's supposed to be my hit markers. Okay, there we go. Little brain lock there, I guess. Okay. We have Preacher's going to fire his rocket. These Mark 83s were expended. He's a +2. He's got 1 rocket, +2. Here he goes. It's a 9, makes it a 10. It's 1 hit. So this 6 becomes a 7. And we destroyed the target. Okay. They don't have anybody that can shoot at us. So we move, we go high. We come out here. High, high, high. He can't shoot, he doesn't see us. It's turn number 5, and we're out. Nobody can shoot. We draw our target homebound event. Predictable tactics. Frustration. Inflict 1 stress on every pilot in your squadron. Okay, so I got to inflict a stress on everybody. and then we'll see what happens after their cool factors and things like that. Okay, that's the end of day 7. That's the end of this video. So like I said, I'll go through and record my mission, add my target stress, pilot stress, move my politics counter back to the left by 1, and then we'll be ready to begin day 8 on the next video for the last 2 missions. So if you like what we're doing, if you like what I'm doing, you can subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. If you like the video, you can give me a thumbs up, and then we'll see you the next time around. Thanks.